Hello everyone. I am Elsa Echeverri. Elsa, like that frozen princess, that lady everybody knows about. Was a hard name for people to remember, but now I'm famous. My name I joined Faith in Practice. I'm sorry. I joined Faith in Practice in 2011. Served in both teams. Dr. Nancy, I'm a pediatric dentist. And I served in both teams with Dr. Nancy Glass' team in Antigua, in Obras del Hermano Pedro, and with Dr. David Mann's team in Retaluleo in Hilario Galindo's hospital. I have also had the experience of taking my family with me to share the experience of Guatemala. So I've taken two of my daughters, Valentina and Andrea. I've taken my husband, I've taken my sister, I've taken close friends, fellow colleagues, and my dear dental assistants. So, as you can tell, when I like something, I never let it go. Okay, so my first trip, after 8 trips going to Guatemala, I have incredible stories. And I have picked one that will illustrate why do I keep going back to Guatemala. And that is, we are making a difference. We really make a difference on the patients there. Today, in those 8 trips, we have had moments of helplessness, moments of incredible humbling gratitude, and of course, in both teams, quite a few infamous pranks. My story begins in Obras Sociales del Hermano Pedro. Obras Sociales del Hermano Pedro is a clinic, a hospital, a hospice, and an orphanage. It has been there for 400 years. It is a place like I've never seen and I've never heard about. It takes care of children and adults. There is it's home of 200 or 300 residents at any given time. And most of these residents are special needs patients. And let me tell you, Obras is one of the best maintained facilities that I've ever seen. It's pristine clean, it's amazing. On my first trip, it was very unique because I have never expected to see and I've never witnessed so many children with such a spectrum of disabilities. I thought, wow, how can there be so many when you see hallways full of wheelchairs, special needs wheelchairs. And it was overwhelming and shocking. There was a moment I said, I want to get out of here. I said, well, Elsa, what have you done to yourself? What did you get yourself into?
Let it go!
I said, where do I even start? I said, this is too much. We need an army of dentists. It's obvious when you need dental help. So I was overwhelmed, and all of a sudden my daughter, Valentina, that she was in law school, she doesn't know anything about dental or medical, totally. Said, Mom, come and see this child. She's hurting, her mouth is hurting, she's crying because of pain. I walked with Val to the crib and I saw a little girl between 3 or 4 years old. She weighed like 16 pounds and her name was Lucy. And I looked close and when I saw her mouth, I only saw root tips, so that means she didn't have any teeth. And the nerves of the teeth were exposed. I said, no wonder this child is in the nutritional center. The nutritional center is for kids that cannot gain weight. This child cannot eat, and she doesn't have any desire to eat. If every time she even breathes, she has pain. So in that moment, I said, okay, now God is telling me why I'm here. My path became clear. I just need to focus in one patient at a time, only one patient at a time, one child at a time. Lucy was scheduled for surgery. That means Dr. Glass will put her to sleep and God for faith in practice, we can see patients in the OR, and these special patients need they need to be in the OR under general anesthesia for us pediatric dentists to be able to restore their mouth. We scheduled Lucy, but Lucy unfortunately was running fever. Why was she running fever? Because she had a whole bunch of infections in her mouth. So it was a vicious cycle. And we had to cancel Lucy. On the last day, it was Friday that week, I went back to see how she was doing. And there she was. Lucy was, thank God, without fever. And there was no OR available. There was no operating room available. So Gloria, my assistant, that is somewhere around there, that is my right hand and my left hand turned. We decided, nah, we cannot go home. We cannot go back to our house, to Houston, and leave this child in such a pain, knowing that we could help her. So we went to the dental clinic, got all the instruments and medications we needed. We grabbed one of the faith in practice nurses in the nutritional ward, and she used a flashlight. And she helped us. We did whatever we needed to do, and Lucy was extracting a whole bunch of infected teeth. And in that moment, that's when, the first time, and I have felt it in Guatemala many, many times, I felt that God was guiding my hands. And I said, you know, I need to do this quick. I need to do this child fast. She's in pain. She's awake. She's not asleep. So let's do this right away. And we were able to do it. So Saturday, it was Saturday the next day, I went back before going to the airport to check on Lucy to see if she had recovered. She had not only recovered, she was eating, she thrived. And here's Lucy, 3 years old. For many of us volunteers, I've done 8 trips now. We ask ourselves many times between trips, we linger and said, you know, are we doing a difference? Are we making a difference to these patients and parents and families? Are they healing okay? Are they following with their treatment? And I am here today to tell you that you all make a great difference. Every cent that you guys donate is worth it. It's there and you see it when the patients benefit. Every single hand's work, God's works through our hands, and you can impregnate it. Wait, sorry. It costs a lot, yes, let it go. It makes a lasting impression on each patient and their families. Let me tell you something, let me break a second. I am a pediatric dentist, I teach. I always talk to my slides. When Linda asked me to give this talk, I sent 40 slides in 8 pages. They cut it down to 2.5 pages that I have to, you know, do my best and cannot see my slides, and I cannot talk to my slides. So that's the difficulties I'm having. Now, through all these years, I have, as I said, I asked myself, am I really making a difference? We work so hard. I have never worked so hard in my life how I work in Guatemala. But this year, God answered my question. I check, all these patients are in-house. Most of these special needs patients live there all their lives. They're orphans, they're there. I check with a flashlight. Check their mouth. I go every word, every time I go. And this year, God answered my question. Yes, we are. I check one after the other. I've been in this mouth. I have fixed this. So, we are making a big difference. I want to thank my family for their support. I want to thank each one of my friends that are here, that I send my envelopes every year and they donate for me. I am thankful to have my Faith in Practice family in my 2 teams. We see each other every year and we hug and we say, we're home. This is home. And I'm so blessed to have the gratitude of my patients. I also want to thank Faith in Practice for allowing me to serve with them all these years. So thank you all.